What's up guys, Con473 here, bringing you another YouTube video, and today I will be discussing my sort of opinions slash reactions to Microsoft and Bethesda's E3 conference that they just had the other day. So I didn't get time to make this when it happened because I was drinking at a friend's house. I couldn't watch the thing live, and then that evening I was too tired, and yesterday I was rehearsing and other stuff. But I still wanted to make the video because it was an exciting conference and there's a good bit to discuss. I used to make these videos all the time. Well, like one a year. I did it in 16, 17, and 18. And then 19, I wasn't in the country. And 20, I didn't really feel like there was anything I really wanted to discuss at E3. I don't think Microsoft had like a great showing last year, really. I don't remember anything that they said. So I know they had another event in July. But yeah, so the most important announcement coming out of this event by far is the Xbox mini fridge, baby. Holy shit, I want one. Now, like, I already have like a fridge in here, but it's like, you know, pretty big. Like, it's not a mini fridge, it's like a half-sized fridge. I want that Xbox mini fridge. I want to put it under my table when I'm playing. Holy shit, I can't believe. Well, I know they said they were going to do it, but that's the funniest thing ever. I'm still waiting for that PlayStation Wi-Fi router now, but Sony don't have a sense of humor, so they're not going to do that. But yeah, I'm just going to go over the games that were shown at the event. If you can hear my dog barking in the background, I apologize. Also, I'm using a new microphone. I hope it sounds nice. I hope it sounds good and clear. It cost me enough fucking money, so I would want it to. But yeah, I'm going to go over the big games revealed from the event, and the games in the back, the footage you're seeing in the background is just the trailers that I'm like most excited about. It's not necessarily matching with what's on the screen, so if that's confusing, I'm sorry. But I want to get this video up soon, so I'm just putting that there for to give you something nice to look at. So, first thing they showcased was Starfield, which is the next big Bethesda IP, their first IP in 25 years or whatever the fuck. Not that I'm not excited for this, but I've never liked Bethesda stuff. The one game of theirs that I really liked was Fallout New Vegas, and even then it was alright, and that's mostly Obsidian anyway. I like Doom, but that's not like their development, that's id Software. Now, I do like sci-fi, you know, tonally this looked pretty cool. It was just a gameplay, or just like a cinematic trailer. There was no like gameplay shown or anything. The logo gives me Mass Effect vibes. Like, I know that's such an easy comparison to make, like a space RPG, but the thing is, like, Mass Effect is the defining space RPG, and I'm playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition right now, so it's on my mind. But I can't speak on this right now. Just like the fact that it exists is enough to get people excited, and it's exclusive to Xbox, so that says a lot about the fact that probably like Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5 will probably be exclusive to Xbox as well. And it'll be out November 11, 2022, but that's not really, like, that's so far away right now. Until we have gameplay, we can't really discuss fully. Next thing shown was Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl. So it's a survival shooter set in Chernobyl, shocker. And the original one's pretty rough around the edges, pretty brutal. I haven't played it, I watched a video on it before. This one really shows off the graphical capabilities of the console. Like, I was really impressed by this. This is another 2022 release, by the way. Like, a lot of these games are quite a ways away. But they have plenty shown for this year too. So, like, there's a lot to be excited about, but a lot of like the big titles obviously are still a couple years away. Yeah, Heart of Chernobyl. It's a survival shooter. Had a really nice 5-minute sort of story trailer. The gameplay looks fun. Still looks a little clunky, but I think survival shooters generally kind of benefit from that. You know, it's supposed to feel a little bit awkward, a little bit rough around the edges. So yeah, this looked really cool. Next thing shown was, or the next, I'm only going through major things right now. Like, I'm reading through the major releases. So Back 4 Blood. Now, I'll be making a video on this by itself because I'm very excited for this game. But what they showed off, honestly, not dulled my hype, because this is still my most anticipated game of the year. Or it might have been replaced now by something coming up later. But the tone is a little weird. It looks a little bit, I don't want to say childish, but it's definitely not as dark as Left 4 Dead. And that doesn't matter to me. At the end of the day, if the game is fun, I'm happy. And I needed something like this. And I found World War Z, like, dull as shit. Like, I couldn't get into it. It was just so tedious. So I'd rather have it be, like, a little bit too goofy but really exciting than take itself too seriously and be really boring. And the gameplay looks class. They have like a PvP mode called Swarm, which is basically versus from Left 4 Dead. Obviously, you have the main stories. The fact that you have more characters, you have 8 instead of 4, and they all have different skills. Like, that's, like, gameplay-wise, I think that's really exciting. Just the tone is a little bit, like, kind of wish it was darker, but it's not the end of the world. I'm just, like, I'm cautiously optimistic for this game. I don't think it's going to be a masterpiece. I don't think it's going to smash it out of the water, like, be incredible or anything. I just expect something that kind of scratches that itch. Because Left 4 Dead 2 is one of the best games ever made, and I'll die on that hill. And to expect that off something is just kind of unreasonable. So, you know. But I'm still excited for the game. Next up, there was Contraband, which is from Avalanche Studios, who made Just Cause. And it's described as a co-op, open-world game set in a fictional version of the 70s. And I think it's about smugglers. I'll be excited about this when I see gameplay. I like the tone of the trailer, I like the music, I like the vibe, I like the description, I like everything that I've seen so far. I just haven't seen enough. But if this is like sort of like a Max Payne criminal thriller-esque game by the Just Cause team, sign me up for that. That sounds incredible. I noticed a lot for this event. Xbox are not really relying on existing IPs right now. Obviously they have their Gears, Forza, and Halo, right? But a lot of these IPs are new or like revived or like, I don't know. It's like a cool premise, and we do need to see more. But like, so like Stalker was like a pretty beloved title on PC, and now it's getting a console release, and that's really like a sequel on console, and that's really exciting. But a lot of these games aren't like the massive must-own blockbusters, but when you read like the little one-line summary or the pitch or whatever, you're like, shit, I want to see more of this. And Contraband is one of those games for me. I'll need to see more before the hype gets going, but just that one-sentence pitch, I'm very excited for. Sea of Thieves, A Pirate's Life. It's just an update for Sea of Thieves, and they add Jack Sparrow and Davy Jones. I would have loved that shit if I was like 10, you know, but I don't play Sea of Thieves. I like Pirates of the Caribbean, but like, it's not for me. Cool feature though. Then Battlefield 2042. I might give this its own video as well. This isn't really an Xbox one, but it was shown at Xbox's conference, which I really like. There were rumors that Battlefield was going to go to Game Pass on launch. That's definitely not happening. But I don't even think it needs to. Like, Battlefield will sell itself. And I'll talk more about that in detail. The trailer for Battlefield 2042 was fucking ridiculous though. I think they're doing a more gameplay showcase in the middle of July, like a full gameplay showcase. The gameplay they showed on Sunday was a little weak. It was mostly vehicle stuff. It didn't really feel like moment-to-moment gunplay. It was kind of like what a match could look like. Like, it was all in engine, but wasn't quite what I think a lot of people were hoping for. That initial trailer was incredible, though. So once they have a July showcase for this, I'll speak more on the gameplay. Because I like Battlefield a lot. We love Battlefield 1, didn't like Battlefield 5. So I'm excited for this. I only got in with Battlefield 1. I went back and played Battlefield 4, and it's pretty fun. I really like it. So this looks like it's going to be really good. 12 Minutes is... I'm not going to speak much on this because it's kind of a smaller title. It's an indie thriller. I think James McAvoy, like, to have like a voice, like an all-star voice acting cast for this. It's like a thriller where you have to, like, I think stop your wife's murder before, like, and it's like a time loop scenario. And I thought it was supposed to be exclusive for PlayStation, but it's... Oh, no, it's an Xbox one. I'm getting mixed up with another time loop game. Deathloop, I think. It's coming on August 19th, and that'll be pretty fun. I might pick it up and play it on the channel, because it's something, like, short and easy and quick. Well, unless I'm an idiot. But yeah. Psychonauts 2. I don't really know much about Psychonauts, really. It's a story-driven adventure game by Double Fine. Double Fine made Brutal Legend, which is one of my favorite games of all time. So I might pick it up. I never played the first one, but this does look kind of fun. It's just not really my... It doesn't, like, attract me to it. It's one of those things where, like, I'd only play it because the reviews said it's good. Like, it's not something that, like, my eyes are immediately drawn to. But I know a lot of people have been wanting Psychonauts 2 for a long time. So that was shown, which I think is really cool. And also, these are all, most of these, I think so far the only one of these that's not coming to Game Pass on day one is Battlefield. I think everything else here was, so that's really impressive. Now, Fallout 76 update, who the fuck cares? Like, really? Is Fallout, like, is the game good yet? I don't know. I don't know. Fallout 76 is so shit. But Supergiant Games is bringing Hades to Switch. I have that on Switch, or bringing Hades to Xbox. I have it on Switch, and it's Game Pass too. And I haven't played it yet, but I plan on playing it. The game is one of the highest rated games of 2020. It looks fucking fantastic. I like this style of game a lot. So the fact that it's coming to Game Pass means it'll get more support, and Supergiant Games can continue to make awesome stuff. So happy days. Now, Halo Infinite. This will also get its own video because there's a lot to speak on here. There was a story trailer and a trailer for the multiplayer. Halo multiplayer is free to play. Battle passes don't expire. There's bots. I heard that apparently you can get XP from playing bots. I don't know how true that is. I couldn't find it anywhere online, but I heard it in a YouTube video from a credible source. And I want to talk about this in its own video, because my hype for this game has gone from like, oh yeah, new Halo, cool, to oh my god, this is now my most anticipated title for the year. And in a year where we're getting Battlefield 2042, Gen 4 remakes, and Back 4 Blood, that's saying a lot for me. So I'll discuss it in another video, but and I would have liked to have seen more from the game, but what we saw can't be faulted. It was perfect, you know. Next up, they had Diablo 2 Resurrected, so like a remaster of the second Diablo. I've never played Diablo. It looked really cool in the trailer though, so I mean, I suppose the whole point of a remastered trailer is to get me to try the franchise that I might have missed before. I want to go see, is there a Diablo 1 remastered, and I might give that a try, because this actually looked pretty cool. I know it's sort of like an isometric looter game, RPG, but that's all I really know. But it did look fun, so I've been successfully marketed to. Then we had Slime Rancher. Don't really give a fuck about that, to be honest. Like, it looked cute, it looked fun, but one for the kids, I guess. Which I mean, like, you need games for all ages and all interests, so you have a nice kids game here. And maybe if Slime Ranchers was like Pokemon, I'd probably play it. So, you know, could have me with that. And Shredder's snowboarding game looked pretty sick. If I like Tony Hawk Pro Skater, so this looks fun. I think it's coming to Game Pass too, so I wouldn't mind trying this. Now this is something I was excited for. So Atomic Heart. We don't know much about it. It's set in Soviet Union in 1955, but there's nothing really explained about it. It sort of looked, someone said it looked like Stalker crossed with BioShock, crossed with fucking something else. I can't remember the third one, but that's the vibe I got as well. Really goofy, kind of the BioShock vibe. I hate when people do that, because like it's just gonna fuck the game if it's not good, because BioShock is like one of the best games ever made. But tonally, it did look like that. Like, but it's sort of like post-apocalyptic, but in the past kind of vibe, because it's set in 1955. Music in the trailer was really cool. Combat looked fun, but we still don't know much about it. Like, a lot of these are CG trailers, so I can't really go into detail on them because we don't know anything yet. Which I suppose is a downside of E3. Like, people want to see gameplay, whereas these are more just like hype pieces, which can be a little frustrating, but hype is still important. Not too much hype though, but enough. Like, the events like this are so good for the Xbox brand, because it's like, yeah, okay, you don't know what the game looks like yet, but this is what we have coming. Like, this is what we're working on, you know, hang tight for a little bit. And as an Xbox player since 2011, it's nice to have shit to look forward to. Like, this is a new feeling, being excited for Xbox titles, so, you know. Then we had Replaced, which is a sci-fi action platformer with detailed and fluid pixel art graphics. Yeah, I didn't really get a lot from the trailer, but the art style looks incredible. This is like a cool little indie title that I like. So I really like games like My Friend Pedro or Hotline Miami, and this kind of gave me that same vibe. So I'll probably be picking this up when it comes out. It's available on Game Pass on launch, and it's in 2022. Then we got a trailer for Outer Worlds 2. I have the first Outer Worlds on my Xbox, and I haven't played it yet, but I plan to. It gets compared to Borderlands a bit, like, tonally, but it's Obsidian Entertainment, and they have a really good track record. The trailer was really funny. It was really, like, self-referential. It made fun of, like, the whole, like, stereotypical game trailer, and then it was, like, slagging itself. It was like, we don't actually have anything to show you except the logo, but we're making, like, a cool trailer anyway with dramatic music and all this shit. And that was really fun. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed how, like, satirical it was, but the trailer still looked dope, though, so. I'm quite excited for this. I think this should be fun. I have to try the first one though. Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have no interest in this, but it still looks pretty cool. If you want to try, if you want to fly realistic planes, then this is for you. So, you know. And then Forza Horizon 5. Again, this isn't for me. I'm not a racing game fan. A friend of mine that I was recording a podcast with the other day, he's really excited for this game because he really likes cars. I have no interest in it, but you know, Forza is one of Xbox's most important brands. Forza Horizon generally seems to be more popular than the main Forza games, and visually the game is a fucking blast. Like, it's a treat. And see, it's like sort of a not a tech demo, but it's like, look what this console can do. And I imagine Forza players everywhere are very, very excited for this. So visually impressive, and if you like racing games, yeah, but like everyone knows Forza is good. Like, I don't really need this. You don't need to hear that from me. And then lastly, Redfall. But Arcane, so they made Dishonored, I'm pretty sure. And the trailer for this, to be honest with you, I turned it off. I got bored. It's like a co-op shooter against vampires, but I did not like the aesthetic. I didn't like the art style. It looked like Fortnite a little bit. And everyone in the comments is calling it like SJW versus vampires. I think that's a little bit far. Like, relax a bit, you fucking neckbeard virgins. But it did just look boring. I want gameplay. The CG, like, I don't mind CGI trailers, but this one I was just like, I don't care. I probably won't be picking this up. Launch during summer 2022. Yeah, those are all the main announcements. Oh yeah, the Xbox mini fridge, of course, as I mentioned at the start, the most important thing from this. Then shitload of games coming from Game Pass. So here's some of the ones that are going straight to Game Pass. Well, all of the ones I mentioned in the article. So Yakuza Like a Dragon, which I didn't mention. Back 4 Blood, Starfield, Stalker 2, Halo Infinite, Hades, Slime Rancher 2, Psychonauts 2, Outer Worlds 2, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Forza Horizon 5, and Among Us is coming to Game Pass, which is fucking sick. I can finally play Among Us now, because I didn't want to play the mobile version. Yeah, and that's pretty much everything of significance. Really good conference from a lackluster E3. Nintendo's conference is about 3 hours from when I'm recording this, so maybe they'll have a good one too. But there's pretty much fuck all else to get excited about from E3, except for Xbox's conference. So they dominated here, and it's really nice to see this. It's really nice to be excited for what Xbox can bring to the table. Yeah, it's just a really, really good time to be a gaming fan in general. That's pretty much all I have to say. I've been making separate videos on Halo Infinite and Back 4 Blood, since those are the games that I'm really, really, really excited for. Yeah, this message was brought to you by Senior Yacon 473, stamped, sealed, and approved. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this one. I'll see you guys again next time.